and welcome to Football Talk, the podcast. We're back again. There's no football on, but myself and Josh are here. Hello, Josh.
Hello, all you little cats and kittens.
Cats and kittens.
Someone hasn't been watching Tiger King.
No, I haven't. Don't spoil it. It's on our list.
Oh my goodness, it'd be batshit crazy.
So I hear. Yeah, so I hear. We're watching it after Sunderland Till I Die, season 2. We've got
Kate's
one
a lucky
episode
lady.
left of that. Kate loves it. She loves it. Like all of the Amazon Prime stuff as well. Like with football teams, she loves all like the background,
excellent.
understanding how the football runs. She was like, I don't think the pundits understand how much pressure the manager and the chairman are under. I was like, no, they don't.
No, they don't. And with Tiger King, just say I was just impersonating that bitch Carol Baskin. Oh man, it's so funny how often that comes up. He hates Carol Baskin, and to be honest with you, she is a piece of work. But I'll let you formulate your own opinion on Carol Baskin. But we're not here to talk about Tiger King. How you been, Dave? What's happened this weekend? Has there been a special event this weekend?
I've aged this weekend.
Oh my goodness, he's aged. He's defying. Oh no, that's not defying. That's actually just the laws of the world. You have aged. And what age are you now, Dave?
I am the wonderful age of 34 yesterday.
34 yesterday?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
good birthday. You kind of semi-lockdown now, or is it kind of like impending lockdown and you just got in before the lockdown, or
it's semi-lockdown. Lockdown is probably coming. Birthday was just before the lockdown, so we still managed to get out for dinner last night for my birthday. But it is a bit shit because I was meant to be on a boat getting hammered out at sea. So that was what was booked for my birthday. It was
international waters. There's some dodgy shit going on down there. No,
just Singapore waters. Okay. But yeah, you just book a private boat, and it was meant to be our football club end of season awards. But obviously the season hasn't finished because we're in a similar position to the professionals, where it's been postponed indefinitely.
Were you in the running for any awards? Was that you hoping to pick up anything?
No, I'm a player manager, so that would be a bit dodgy.
So manager of a season.
Although I did get
player of a season.
I did
manager of a season.
2 votes for player of the season, which I find incredibly shocking. Because I'm probably the worst player at the club. So well, yeah, but I'm the manager, so I pick myself. So that's fine.
Nepotism. That's real kind of incestuous nepotism there.
Yeah, but no, I am probably the worst, but I'm not terrible. So,
okay.
Oh well, Josh has played with me before.
No,
and we've played football together. Whee! Should we get this back on? I guess that is football talk.
Definitely football talk.
Yeah. Birthday was very good. Thank you. I got a very nice present that I showed off to you in a text.
Yes, lovely Boca Juniors incorporating Adidas. Love a Adidas sponsor.
Yeah, my mum and dad went to Buenos Aires and bought me a Boca top. I can't remember asking them for it, which is even more
pretty impressive, isn't it? That really is.
Yeah, which was good. But yeah, how have you been? I mean, you've got a big day coming up to celebrate soon, haven't you?
I have got, on Thursday. I'll be 34. It's almost like we're in the same year at school, Dave. That's where we met. Well, kind of met. We kind of knew each other beforehand, I think.
I mean, we could also be in the same year at school and not have birthdays close to each other.
This is very true. We could be almost a year apart, yeah.
Yes,
we're on kind of pretty much full lockdown now. I've not left my land. I say my land. I own a semi-detached house with a reasonable sized garden. I just haven't left my property in the last 2 weeks. I just haven't made use of my one time a day exercise. Just been existing, working, slaving away.
You're still saving those days up for the marathon that we talked about last week,
absolutely. Yeah. Just accruing that bad boy. Just gonna have a whole day out.
Yeah.
Why not? Jog.
A jog.
Can't jog that long.
I was going to say no, you're not.
I'll do a sponsored walk.
You're a sponsored sit outside. Yes. A sponsored sitting outside.
No, I have got plans with my neighbours, and I'm still not sure if this is outside the rules, whether someone will walk by and shout at us, but there's 4 of us who live in a row, neighbours. Everybody needs good neighbours, and we're planning to have driveway drinks this afternoon, so we're just going to sit on our driveways, but we're all in a line, so I'm wondering maybe if 2 of the people may want to kind of sit opposite, not on their land, but on the kind of it's not on a proper road. It's not like there's going to be loads of through traffic. It's just kind of an estate. So I don't know, but that's what my plans for afternoon, some driveway drinks.
Oh, nice. I like that, driveway drink. That sounds good.
Do you reckon I will have any angry passers-by going, this is unacceptable, what are you doing here?
I
Will
don't
we
think
2
so.
meters apart?
Yeah, I don't think so, because it's you need to keep socialising and actually have some time outside of the house. And if you're doing it in a sensible manner like that, I think that's okay. So,
okay. Good. Phew. Allayed my fears.
So when the police come and arrest you, you can say, but Dave said...
Yeah, and then but it was his birthday yesterday, so he actually has more clout at this point. He's 34, he's experienced, he's a man of the world, lives in Singapore, has lived in Bristol, he's lived all around. Yeah.
Anyway, on to the news, Josh.
Oh, let's talk about someone who did go off their property, Jack Grealish.
Oh, Jackie Grealish. Has he scuppered a move to anyone that wanted him in the summer?
If it was Sir Alex Ferguson in charge of United, he'd have scuppered a move because he'd be like, no, he's a knob, I'm not dealing with him. But I still think people would be interested. I don't know. So in case you didn't catch this in the news, Jack Grealish released a video saying, Villa fans and everybody who's listening, stay at home. And then he seemed to, a few days later, go out to a friend's house partying. And then early in the morning, say like 7, maybe even before about 6, 7 a.m, he decided to drive home in his £80,000 Range Rover, as the papers describe it, and probably just didn't really make it into the road, just kind of carried on forwards into some parked cars. Was taken photos taken of him chatting to passers-by, wearing like one slipper and one slider. He's just, I think he was still intoxicated. Yeah. And it's kind of the Jack Grealish of old. I thought he'd kind of matured, but evidently not. And you do wonder what's going to happen to him in his future, because it did seem like he was going to be on for a big move. Is this going to, as you said, is this going to scupper it? Is this going to, is he going to now stay at Aston Villa, be the kind of Wilfred Zaha and just be the big fish, little pond? I'm not sure. Sorry, Villa fans, you're on a slightly smaller pond than a Man United or something like that.
Yeah, I don't see. I think it's a very interesting sort of scenario. I think it could put someone like Ed Woodward off, like signing off on the deal.
Because
of image rights and stuff like that.
Yeah, so, because you being, I think your moves are being a bit more sensible. You don't want to take a risk with someone like that, because it might be seen as a risk now.
Where it is, and I agree with that. But it's the rogue sort of characters that get the most out of merchandise and shirt sales and things like that. So it's an interesting one. I think he may have scuppered his chances of a move. It depends what happens to the season as well.
Scuppered his move when?
Yeah,
when is that transfer window opening?
It's very interesting, but I think someone will. It's tough. It's tough. I think he'll. If Villa go down, I think he'll move. But it may have just now cost him a move to like the big clubs in the country, and now it'll be the tier just below.
I think, or maybe that he's actually just harmed Villa, and they're going to get a little bit less for him, because clubs will be like, I'm not paying for that. Or his future wage may be impacted, because there'll be some weird clauses in his contract or something for kind of Balotelli type clauses. I mean, it's not that level, but it's never going to do him any favours doing stuff like this.
No, exactly.
But he's a young lad. He's made a mistake. He might be able to completely grow and move on.
Yeah. Very true. I've got a bit of football news for you. It's sort of football combined with something else. Did you see on the BBC? Or actually, rephrase that. Do you like it when a footballer has a really random interest?
I do, because you often think about them as kind of very run-of-the-mill, very kind of robotic and doing the same thing. So like when a few players, players who like different types of music rather than the modern-day pop, it's like, oh, okay, nice.
Yeah. So have you seen... ex-Spurs striker Darren Bent, have you seen his interest?
Oh God,
it's not weird.
It's not weird. Okay,
it's not weird.
Right. Do you want me to have a guess? Is this a kind of?
No, I could just tell you if you want.
Go on.
The question was, have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it. Yeah. I was just
James Bond.
Okay.
He did a Mastermind-esque thing on James Bond, and the BBC have got it up now. If you want to go and have a look at it, and you can answer the same questions he did. I did terribly.
Did you?
Absolutely terribly. You get a 180-second timer to answer 12 questions about James Bond, where Darren Bent only had 90 seconds to answer them, and you're given multiple choice answers on the thing, and I still did terrible. But yeah, he went on Celebrity Mastermind last month and raised money for the British Heart Foundation. His specialist subject was 007.
It's just funny because this reminds me. I posed a question to some friends earlier this week, and I'll pose it to you now, Dave. So straight off the top of your head, Name 3 films which you could just watch on repeat. Not necessarily your favourite films, but ones that you've watched the most that you could always watch and never get tired of. No, go. 3 films.
Empire Strikes Back.
Mm-hmm.
Ace Ventura.
Mm-hmm.
The Damned United.
Really? That's a rogue third.
Yeah, it is. It just came into the top of my head.
Okay, because I asked a couple of friends, and both of them independently named GoldenEye as as one of their films.
Oh yeah, I could definitely. That could get in there. Now I'm thinking about it. That could get in there ahead of Damned United, I think.
Yeah, so you go GoldenEye, Empire Strikes Back, and one of them was previous co-host Owen East. He mentioned Empire Strikes Back and GoldenEye. So yeah, who'd have thought you're friends?
There you go. Yeah. Oh, so I guess, what about you? What did you say?
I hadn't had it posed to me, but off the top of my head, it would be Dumb and Dumber.
I thought you'd say that, yeah.
Shaun of the Dead and Superbad, I think. My head.
I think, yeah, Superbad's a very, very good film. I think watching it over and over and over again, I couldn't put up with it.
Yeah, I mean, I've probably watched them in my life, but I think Dumb and Dumber is probably my most watched film.
Yeah. Ace Ventura is probably mine. No, Empire Strikes Back is probably mine. And then Ace Ventura. I think I annoyed you once.
Jim
on holiday,
Carrey love. Yeah. You tell
when
me
Ace Ventura was on, and I could just do the whole. I could quote every single line. God, that was years ago.
That was. We were what, 18?
We were in.
My goodness, yeah.
Where was that holiday?
That was in Spain, a place called Cabo Roy.
Cabo Roy, that was it. Yeah. Bloody hell.
Yeah. So that's our GoldenEye chat done with.
Yeah. Met a girl that looked like Ronaldinho, didn't she?
Honestly, when you said if a player had an interesting kind of hobby or interest, I didn't expect it to be Darren Bent.
Wow. No.
So I thought, no, there's nothing interesting there, but okay. Well, you mentioned it earlier. Sunderland Till I Die Season 2 is out, which obviously is of interest. It's a little bit of football. I've started watching it. I mean, really started watching it. I've covered like the first 15 minutes of the first episode on a short lunch break. I'm already, I don't know if this will change, the exec director, Charlie something, he strikes me as a little bit of an arse.
Right, now, yes. But
I feel like he may be what they need.
Yeah, that's exactly, I think you've got him nailed on even with 15 minutes. Okay. Like, I think the more we've watched it, the more we've been like, yeah, he's a dick, but he does things the right sort of way.
He's a necessary dick.
He's a necessary dick.
It starts off with him having a meeting. It must be like kind of exco meeting. He's other execs. And I've been in meetings like that, and he's talking to him like just lots of swearing, lots of kind of like he's got slick back hair. I'm thinking if someone was talking to me like this, I'd be like, I literally my eyes would be rolling and just kind of like, oh God, just end this now. But. Yeah, but I imagine the management previously at Sunderland has been lacking somewhat, so it might be just finally.
Have you heard about? You've either just heard it in the first episode, or you're about to get heard about how their financial model used to work for Sunderland.
Well, it's just fucked, or it's
no, as in before, because it was Ellis Short, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So what they used to do, and he used to live in Florida. Like, so Sunderland, literally, as I said, I'm not giving you too many spoilers because this is mentioned quite a few times, but it's like, literally, the club would make decisions and then write a bill and send it to Ellis Short, send their debt for the end of the year and send it to Ellis Short in Florida, who'll just pay it off. And that's why they need this sort of dickhead in there to make things work. And it's comparing it to season 1, I think it's actually quite different, because obviously season 1 was filmed with the plan of them bouncing straight back up, and the hope of that, and now season 2 is definitely filmed in the sort of knowledge that they are pretty fucked, financially and everything like that. And yeah, it's funny. But when you've watched more, Josh, you have to give me an update next week how much you've watched, because there's a very interesting point in it. I think around episode 4 maybe that we need to talk about. Definitely.
Okay. We'll do.
It's the January transfer window.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I will update you when I can. So Sunderland Till I Die is out. I mean, you got a question why they even let the cameras back in. I imagine money, but...
Yeah. Or agreement. Or an agreement. If it was a 2-year agreement.
Yeah, it might have been a contract. Still linked to Sunderland. Do you see there has been a manager who's going to somewhat lose his job in the future? Mick McCarthy.
Mick McCarthy, and they've brought it forward, haven't they? So...
Oh, Mick.
Yeah,
I don't know what to say on him. I feel I do actually feel a bit sorry for Mick McCarthy in his career.
I feel like the best thing he's ever done was the gif that you get of him,
Your
where
little
he's
wink.
making a cup of tea and then he does a little wink. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's about all he's contributed to my life, actually.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
Apart from every time I see him on camera, I'm like, that. Honestly, that nose is just so wonky. It's just,
it's a mega
it's
nose.
impressive. It's but he just seems like he seems like a really genuine, nice bloke. I just think it's just not really worked out.
I think Mick McCarthy, right? I think it'd be great to have a pint with if you didn't talk about football. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. I thought
I
he'd be
think-
scraping the barrel of other conversation because he's a football man.
yeah, true.
I'm not sure he's offering me.
I think his opinions on football would be so misguided now.
I'm interested to know what his 3 films that he's watched.
Yeah.
He could watch over and over again.
Exactly.
I reckon one of them would be a Bond film, but it'd be a slightly older Bond film. Maybe a kind of
You only
maybe
live twice.
Yeah, a Lazenby Bond, I reckon. Yeah,
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
that one is.
I'd
Yeah.
agree with that. Yeah.
Did you see for the Olympics, because they've postponed the Olympics in Tokyo to 2021, they're increasing the age range because I don't know who's actually clamouring to be in the Olympics as a professional footballer, but
It's really weird, the Olympics. I was thinking of this the other day because I've been watching quite a lot of the old Tifo football on YouTube stuff where they talk tactics and transfers and things like that. Is it South American nations take the Olympics really seriously, don't they?
Yeah,
Like if
it
you
is
look
a
at
bit
the
of a weird
squad
one.
they've picked, like throughout the years, it's ridiculously strong. Yeah, I don't agree with upping the age. If anything, I would lower it. So that's what I would
I don't know, it
do.
made me laugh. It was like,
Yeah.
no, fuck them. No, actually, well, because everybody had the hopes and dreams of competing in the Olympics, and it's been dashed just because it's been postponed a year later. So maybe in future years lower it, but
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
you got to let the people have their dreams.
Or just say you have to you nominate your squad now as the age they are, and you're allowed up to 5 replacements, and then more if there's injuries and stuff. Because then you know who you would pick. That would be well interesting.
That seems a lot more complicated, Dave. You'd have a
does.
complication.
But that would be, imagine that. That would be incredible. Because you could have loads
What?
of players that would just be in really shit form and they have to go and play at the Olympics.
It's kind of like when you see the newspapers go, this was what the England squad would look like in 2030.
Yeah,
It's like, name it now, and they've got to play. It's like, this player has just completely gone off the rail. It's like Jack Grealish has just suddenly, I'm down and out
Or
now,
that,
and he's playing like...
Who was the Man City central midfielder that was
Michael
Johnson, ranked to be really, really good? Who was in all of those.
Suddenly we've
things.
got to play Michael Johnson and Micah Richards, and they both retired. It's like, oh, bollocks.
Yeah, it would be quite funny. But yeah, interesting. Any other stuff in the news for you that you wanna?
I just a little bit of shithousing from Marcus Llorente. You see, obviously, a few weeks back, he scored 2 to put Liverpool out of the Champions League. He has since got a new dog, and he's named his dog Anfield.
Amazing. That is.
I presume he
love
thinks
that.
Anfield is his bitch.
That is amazing. That is quality. I love that. Absolutely love that. So, yeah, good times.
Yeah, and there's another bit of, well, not shithousing, but just a bit of kind of bad blood was Karim Benzema and Olivier Giroud. Benzema described himself as Formula One, and Giroud was go-karting.
How did that even come up in a sentence?
I'm not sure. It's not an analogy I'd normally go for, but then again, I'm not Karim Benzema. I mean, I think I'd say Karim Benzema is a better player, but Giroud is honestly a bit surprising how he's a bit underrated. I'd say Giroud because he's heading for the French goal scoring record, which is just weird. He's not going to get there because of his age, but he's right up there. And like the amount of goals he's scored, and he's quite a good target man, kind of near post man. It's just. Yeah, and he has, because of Benzema's personality and personal disputes with the French team, he's found himself as very, very much a false 9 centre forward in the winning sides in tournaments, isn't he?
He has. I think I quite like Giroud. I quite like him. I mean, and he's a very sexy man.
He's handsome, isn't
And
he?
he's a very handsome man, and he seems like a very nice guy as well. So. Yeah, I've got a question for you, Josh, just off the top of my head. We're doing a lot of these instant answer questions that you've got. I think you've got a few for me later on today as well.
Yeah.
Who's going to be the next global superstar in football?
Now, do we have to discredit some here?
Okay, so you're not allowed anyone, like, who's going to be next Yeah, you're not allowed like Mbappe because he's already a superstar.
Okay, we're not allowed Mbappe. And Haaland, is it?
If that's your first choice, I could accept
that would be because it's.
He hasn't really proved it.
No, but I feel like. Well, actually, I'm going to go for Jadon Sancho.
Oh, you reckon Sancho's going to be like?
I feel like
world class.
I think he's got the kind of. Yeah, I think he'll be world class. I think he is knocking on the door to be world class already. I think he's going to get a move to a bigger, more kind of prominent league. I think he's obviously, and for us, from our perspective, he'll be world famous in our eyes because we obviously see him because he's English.
Yeah.
He'll get a lot of media attention, and I can see him moving to a big side. Hopefully, he doesn't. There's rumour of him going to United, and which at the time I feel like United are on the right track. I just. Not sure. I think he could do a bit better at this time and push on. But I think Jadon Sancho could be the man.
Will he be on? Because I think when the likes of Messi and Ronaldo retire, or their powers start to wane completely, and then you've got the likes of probably Neymar and Mbappe. And Neymar, I'm not a big fan of. But
Neymar is old. He's not. How old
is he? He's like 26, isn't he?
No, he's like 28.
Oh, right. Okay. All right. So I'll take him out of the equation. So would you say Sancho will be on a level with Mbappe, or will he be the level just below Mbappe?
Yeah, so Neymar's 28. He just turned 28 this year. So, I mean, if Barcelona looking to sign him as a replacement for Messi, he's signing a 29-year-old pretty much. It's
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, would you see Sancho at the same level of Mbappe, or just below a level of him? Would Mbappe be the best in the world?
No, I think Mbappe needs to go to a proper one of the big three leagues.
Yeah, agree.
And I think both of them do really. I think they're both sat just on the peripheries where their leagues are a little bit less competitive throughout the league system. Obviously, their top sides are still top sides, but I feel like the German league and French league just sit a little bit below kind of the level, and their sides might not get to the tail end of the Champions League either. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say that both need to move, and we'll see. And the thing is, Barcelona are absolutely fucked. Basically, they've got such an old squad. They've got Messi retiring, Rakitic, PK, Busquets, Alba. They're all up on the upper echelons of the kind of they're past that. They're doing a Spurs. They're past their peak, and they should have cashed in. But they've tried to replace them here and there. But I don't think. I mean, you replace Messi. Good luck.
If you haven't seen it. About this, talking about Barcelona. If you haven't seen it, check out Tifo's Football's YouTube thing about what happened to La Masia. La Masia? Yeah, La Masia. Okay. About how it's failed and why. It's very, very interesting to understand the actual background behind it. So yeah, it was very, very interesting because it made it very clear about a complete change of philosophy and how Barcelona have sort of ended up in this position. With an aging squad and everything. Yeah, it's good. It's a good little 8 or 10 minute video or something to watch about it.
It is impressive going on Neymar's Wikipedia page, by the way, because you could look at his PSG record. Joined in 2017, 52 games, 47 league goals. Just that is just absurd. But it is also absurd. It's only 52 games. Cause that is not enough. But that is all I have in news, Dave.
Yeah, happy to move on. I'm very impressed with us, Josh. I mean, that's 25 minutes, I think.
Absolutely
solid
ridiculous.
News.
Yeah, that's probably our biggest news section ever.
Yeah.
Well done.
So,
well done, everybody.
Yeah. Right then, Josh. Quiz.
Ooh la 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 la. Ooh la 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 la. Ooh la 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 la. It's quizzing time, right, Dave? Yes. We're currently paused in the season, but it doesn't mean we haven't had a season. We've got a current season quiz, Dave, a Premier League season.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to ask you 10 questions based on mainly using the Wikipedia page for current season. So if they're wrong, Wikipedia's wrong. But we'll take the results after we've got them. So I'm going to go through the 10 questions. We will see if you've got a first answer, a first pass for all of them.
Okay.
And then we can go back round if you're struggling, okay?
All right, yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so question number 1. There have been 7 Manager of the Month awards so far this season. Jurgen Klopp has 5. Who have the other 2?
Oh, my word, that is... Chris Wilder must have at least one.
You'd have thought, wouldn't you? Actually, that's a really good shout, but he doesn't.
He doesn't have one. Oh my god,
No.
that is ridiculous.
But as a clue, the other two are English.
Oh.
Okay, we'll move on to the next question.
Yeah.
You got that little
I'll write that down.
reminder?
So,
Yeah.
Manager of the month.
Yeah. Okay. 2 players outside of a traditional top 6 have won Player of the Month awards this season. Who are they?
Again, I'm automatically drawn to Sheffield United. Lundstram. No?
Do not be drawn to Sheffield United.
How is Sheffield United not winning awards?
This makes it quite interesting for the next question. Okay. No,
So not Lundstram.
not Lundstrom. No.
Out of the traditional top 6. Maybe a Leicester player?
Maybe a Leicester player.
Tielemans?
No.
Vardy?
Vardy is correct.
Okay.
Vardy won in October, and the other award was given in August. So you've got to think who started the season pretty damn well. All right, we'll move on to the question 3.
Okay. August Player of the Month.
Yes. Harvey Barnes and Moussa Djenepo won the first 2 Goal of the Month awards this season. Which side did they both score against for their clubs?
Aston Villa.
No.
I think I can picture Harvey Barnes' goal. I swear it was Villa.
I can talk you through the goals. Actually, I think Harvey Barnes is a kind of rifled volley from inside the air after it bounced around a little bit, or maybe just whipped in. And then Djenepo's, I've got a feeling, was a bit of a outside the box curling effort. I think.
Norwich?
No.
No. Okay, we'll come back to that. This is a
back to
tough
that
quiz.
Oh, sorry, Dave.
I'm always better with quizzes that are about the past.
Okay. I should have done previous season. Okay. We got a bit more chance of this one, I think. So there have been 8 hat-tricks this season. Can you name 3 of them?
Oh. What, you want the player and the game?
No, just a player, please.
Aguero.
Aguero! Do you know any details around that one?
Southampton. No.
No.
No. Sorry, I'm getting my things mixed up. Leicester was Vardy against Southampton.
Mm-hmm.
Aguero was... No, I'm not going to get the game. Norwich?
Aston Villa.
Oh, Villa. Okay. Aguero v Villa. Vardy v Southampton.
Mm-hmm.
So I need one more. Salah must have one.
No, he does not.
No, Harry Kane.
No, he does not.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Why am I struggling?
We'll leave it there. We'll let
Yeah,
you think about that. Hat tricks, okay. You're close to getting a third answer there, by the way, and one of the answers you've already given. Just a little clue.
Yeah, is there another one v Southampton for Leicester?
Oh.
Ayoze Perez.
Ayoze Perez, yes. That's 6 of the 9 goals. Okay, which goalkeeper has the most clean sheets this season?
Ooh.
Think about it. Think about this as well. You got to think playing in the most games.
Yeah. I mean, my obvious thing to go to is Alisson.
Missed a fair few games. Adrian's been in there.
Yeah, he has. It's not like... Is it Dean Henderson?
Oh, he's tied with Alisson in second place.
Oh, Kasper Schmeichel.
No.
It's definitely not David De Gea.
It's definitely not David De Gea. It's definitely not Hugo Lloris.
Edison?
No, we'll leave it there. It's a bit of a rogue one. It surprised me, actually. Okay, Kevin De Bruyne has the most assists this season, but who is second?
Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Bingo.
Yes.
Okay. 7 Englishmen have scored more than 10 goals this season. Can you name 3 of them?
Harry Kane.
Yes.
Marcus
number
Rashford.
6. Yes. Number 3.
Jamie Vardy.
Number 1. Do you want to keep going? You got anything more in the locker?
No. I'm going to quit while I'm ahead.
I'll give him to you. Danny Ings, number 2. Calvert-Lewin, number 4. Tammy Abraham, number 5. And Raheem Sterling, number 7.
Okay. Calvert-Lewin scored more. How many has Calvert-Lewin got?
He's got 13.
Oh, okay.
Same as Tammy Abraham, both on 13.
Yeah. So is this number 8 now, by the way?
Number 8 is coming.
Yeah, we're on question 8. You're about to ask me question 8.
Correct. That is correct, Dave. You are on the ball. Who was the last manager to be sacked?
Oh my god. Oh.
I'd also think about it as who was the last manager to be appointed, and then you'd work back from that as well.
Yeah. This season.
Correct. They were sacked. I think turn of the year. I think it was.
Who?
Well, no, it was just after Christmas, 28th of December. He was sacked, and the replacement came in the 29th of
Was
December.
the replacement Nigel Pearson?
No, that was 3 seconds ago. There's 3 replacements in December, actually.
West Ham?
Yeah.
Pellegrini goes. David
Moyes in. Well done.
Yeah.
We mentioned with the Boca Juniors shirt earlier that Adidas makes that kit. Adidas also makes 6 kits in the Premier League. Can you name 3 of them?
Man United, Arsenal, and it's not Chelsea.
No,
Chelsea's Nike. Man United and Arsenal's correct, isn't it?
Man United and Arsenal is correct.
Yeah. Right, come on. I can get this one. I can definitely get this.
You can definitely get this one.
Leicester?
Oh, correct.
Yeah.
The other ones are Wolves,
Oh, okay.
Watford, and Sheffield United.
What I was going to say Watford. For some reason, I thought they were like Kappa or something really shit.
No, it's only. I mean, Norwich have a really shit one. Have that Araya.
Yeah,
Villa
Liverpool have New
Kappa.
Balance.
Liverpool have New Balance, and Southampton have Under Armour. The other ones all have Adidas, Nike, or Umbro, and Puma. Sorry. Okay. A final question. We can go back. We'll move on, and then we'll go back round them when we loop back round. 2 of the 20 club captaincies in the Premier League represent non-European countries internationally. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Who are they?
Oh my god. 2 club captains. Okay. Non-EU countries.
It was non-European. I'm not quite sure on the EU status.
Okay, so non-European. God. Oh my god. This is Arsenal?
Arsenal. Who's their captain? Aubameyang. Oh, he gets 1. I don't know who their club captain is, but I'd guess it maybe someone like Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace. Lukas Milojevic, who is Serbian, I think.
Yeah, he's Serbian. Yeah. I wasn't sure if Jednak was still there, but I just didn't know. Oh man.
Should we leave that there then, Dave?
Yeah, leave that there. Yeah, you can leave that one there. That's an interesting one to think about. So, okay. Do you want to go through the ones I'm missing, just so I can make sure?
So you're missing the 2 English manager months who've been ordered this season.
Yeah.
You're missing a player outside the August Player of the Month.
Okay.
Who did Harvey Barnes and Musa Gineppo both score against the same side? They both scored against Sir to get their Goal of the Month awards.
Okay.
We have the most clean sheets this season.
Right. Yeah, that's
and this final non-European club captain.
Non-EU club captain. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
That's a tough one. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. All right, we'll move on now, and I've got this. Again, it was similar to last week when we had the international players, and I named your nationality, and you had to play who sprang to mind to who's from that country. This time, I've gone for which worked for him. I've gone for attribute. So if I say an attribute to you, you've got to tell me which player springs to mind as having the best, who is best in that field. Okay,
this is going to be dreadful. Yeah, okay.
No, it's just like it doesn't have to be. It's just like when you think of a person having the best so and so ability, who springs to mind. Now we can. Do you want to do this for every player that's ever existed? Do you want to go? I'm just going to go retro, old school players here, or are you going to do for current players? How do you feel, Dave?
I think if we don't put a limit, if we don't put a restriction on it, my automatic reaction will go to the past, like I always do. But so I'd be keen to leave it open.
Okay, so we'll just do it.
Yeah, just go for it.
Do it to everything. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is in alphabetical order. I'm just going to go through it and just whatever hits me. And if there's anything that crops up which I find amusing, we'll obviously touch on it. So first attribute is acceleration.
Sterling.
Okay.
Oh no, I'd automatically change that straight away. But yeah, that's alright.
Would you change it to straight away?
Dennis Romadal.
Yes. Nice. Aggression.
Duncan Ferguson.
Oh, nice. Best first touch.
Messi.
Oh, okay. Best composure. Don't just get stuck on the Messi loop here.
Yeah. Sorry, what was that one?
Composure.
Van Nistelrooy.
Oh. Maybe think. I also think of it as like might be their only. Not like they just kind of like that's that one thing they're good for, rather than the best players in the world. Because obviously you can pick Messi for a lot of these.
Yeah.
Best crosser of the ball.
Beckham.
Best dribbler.
Oh. Zidane.
Okay. Best finisher.
Van Nistelrooy.
So you must be thinking very kind of close confines, because I mean his finishing beyond 12 yards was.
Yeah, I consider finishing different from say long shots, because you wouldn't say who's the best at long shots and then consider all the ones they miss. Well,
Dave, who's the best at long shots?
Ibrahimovic.
Oh, okay. That is not what I expected. Free kicks.
Juninho Pernambucano.
Oh, nice. Best header of the ball. Now, where's he going to go? Is he going to go defensive, attacking?
That is very interesting. Nemanja Vidic.
Really? Do you know what sprang to my mind? Oliver Bierhoff.
Yeah, true. Yeah, no.
So
Vidic,
I think
good in
Bierhoff,
both boxes.
because the size of the shape of Bierhoff's head seemed really just completely tailored for heading. It was just such a real five-head maybe. Out and out pace, full blown pace. Who is it?
Usain Bolt.
Oh wow! You've done me there, because he did play football for a little bit, didn't he?
Are we talking now? I've got a sort of responsive question: with or without the ball?
I would love to know both. If your mind is working in such top level ways that you've got with and without ball.
With the ball, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Without the ball, Dennis Romadal, probably. He was lightning. He was absolutely lightning.
Okay. Penalties.
Jedinak. I don't know why that's come to my head.
Just mentioned him for.
Yeah, probably because I just mentioned him. Yeah.
Shot power.
Oh wow.
Who would you least like to, if you're a goalkeeper, least like to face?
John Arne Riise.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he did have a. Yeah, he had it's a left back thing, isn't it? It's so strange. It's a left back thing, but they seem to be much more astute at kicking the ball.
I mean, not to bring up horrible circumstances, but he hit a ball so hard it broke Alan Smith's ankle, right, and dislocated it. So that's got to be fucking hard.
Would Alan Smith not be up there in the aggression stakes? Where would he rank?
No, he was nowhere near like Duncan Ferguson, was he?
I'm surprised you didn't go for Roy Keane in aggression. Actually,
I think
we'll
Roy
go back
Keane,
round.
yeah, Roy Keane did have aggression, but Duncan Ferguson was always aggressive. I guess so was
Are
Roy
you
Keane.
fucking kidding me? Yeah, what?
But yeah, so
How is that? Oh, okay. Best sliding tackle.
John Terry.
Really? You're for John Terry on that?
I think so.
I don't remember
No,
often seeing him.
Well, he was
sliding.
always famous for the last ditch tackle, wasn't he? And a lot
He was
of them
famous
were
for his
sliding.
near post. I think he was famous. I would put Carragher as a better sliding tackle. He was seeming having to recover all the time. John Terry just defended that near
No,
post.
see, I don't think
astutely.
Carragher was positional.
Oh
I
no,
don't
he
think
was
Carragher
caught
slid
out
that much.
beyond belief. He was always sliding. Stamina.
Actually, best slide tackle, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, probably.
You know what? He is very good at slide tackle.
Yeah.
I'd also just purely because he's probably still sliding now. Sol Campbell.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Yeah.
Stamina. Who's going to keep running? Who's going to?
Park Ji-sung.
Oh,
Yeah, 3 levels.
yes. Who's the strongest?
Oh. Akin Fenwa.
Oh, that's almost a cheat answer.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll go something else. So who's the strongest?
I reckon you've already chosen him. A person I'd say.
Ibra?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's what going to my mind. Best vision. Who can pick out a pass
Iniesta.
and who can volley that ball?
Marco van Basten.
Nice.
Purely for the
Nice.
one goal I think he scored. I'd then secondly probably go Peter Crouch.
Yeah,
For a
yeah,
volley.
that's a good one actually because he had a kind of a very I don't know what's the word.
He had the technique sorted.
He had the technique absolutely sorted. I remember in his podcast he talks about someone trying to change his volleying technique to try and improve it, and he's like, "I've been doing this for 20 years, mate."
I don't know
I've
about.
not changed."
Paul Scholes would be in there for volleys as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, real kind of just smooth, just consistent volleying approach, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, any more?
No, that's the list of it. Let's go back round. It was acceleration. You really stuck on the Romedal train.
He was just rapid. He was so quick.
Yeah, he was pretty quick. I mean, I'm thinking. I mean, there was the younger. Both Ronaldos when they're younger is just something ferocious with their pace.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I always have this memory of it was like a match of a day, kind of later match because nothing really happened. But there was a tracked. I think it was Lloyd Dyer tracking back. I want to say for West Brom, and it just showed him absolutely eat up the turf. And I just always stuck with me. Just like there's some players obviously who are very quick, but might not have the technical ability or the other elements to make them top level. But yeah, there's some players who just had
Like
rip roaring pace.
Wayne Routledge had unbelievable pace for Swansea.
I met him in an airport.
Did you?
Yeah, we were both travelling back from Mauritius.
Right, been on holiday together, had you? We were both travelling back
just
from
me and him.
Mauritius.
Yeah. All inclusive, me and him.
Yeah.
You know, spa days together. Oh, God, miss you, Wayne.
I'll tell you who else was rapid
Call me.
and utter shit. Gabriel Obertan.
Yes.
He was lightning quick, yeah.
David Bellion.
David
Rapid and
Bellion,
shit.
yeah.
Well, let's go for this. Who else is rapid and shit?
Dennis Romedal.
Yeah.
There's
They normally get shifted. Yeah.
lots of people that have been
Yeah.
rapid and
It's
shit.
like the forwards you just put on the kind of front line. I always remember this. If anyone played ISS Pro Evolution 2, there was a Nigerian forward called Semao and a Cameroonian winger called Babangida. Both of them had, I think, what's the ratings go to? 9, I think that game went up to in pace. Man, you just put them down the wing, those two, and they'd whip it in. Newell would then head the ball in. Oh, good times, Master League. Good times. Aggression, I think you've gone for a standard aggression. Yeah, Ferguson, Keane, they were just. I think they would probably have been in prison if they weren't on the football pitch.
Yeah.
First touch, I was tempted to go Berbatov. Berbatov's probably the best first touch I've ever seen.
Yeah, I went Messi, didn't I?
You do go Messi.
I don't disagree with myself on that. He's obviously got a wonderful first touch, but Bergkamp would be another one up there.
Mm-hmm.
I think Zidane for a first touch, his first touch was absolutely incredible. But I'll stick with Messi, but I could agree with what you said. Yeah, Berbatov was good.
Composure's a funny one, isn't it? Because when I think of composure, I think of who's that player who's going to finish for 1-on-1. is how I deem composure. He's my go-to thought of composure.
Yeah, and I would agree with you. But when I think about composure more, I always think a central midfielder is where you want composure.
You chose Ruud van Nistelrooy.
I know, yeah, I know, because that was my initial thinking.
Right.
Like you, a striker in the box, that composure, the cool, you're like ice through the veins composure.
Yes, that's
but I
really
think when you think
space,
about it, a central midfielder who can keep that ball in a tight space, turn, nutmeg someone with absolute ice cool veins, sort of thing.
Luka Modric.
Yeah, exactly. So, but Ruud van Nistelrooy.
You went for crossing David Beckham. I mean, yeah, that's fair. I personally would have gone for Kevin De Bruyne.
No bollocks. You'd pick David Beckham, surely.
No, I'd pick Kevin De Bruyne.
He can't cross better than Beckham.
He definitely can.
No, wrong.
Kevin De Bruyne's low crosses are a thing of absolute beauty. Honestly,
wrong. Viewers, listeners, comment section. Who's the best crosser of the ball, Kevin De Bruyne or David Beckham?
Or special answer C.
Other.
Yeah, I mean
Dennis Romerdale.
Aaron Lennon's another acceleration. Actually, I'll put him in there.
Yeah, Theo Walcott, or did he actually have some?
Theo Walcott.
He was decent. Theo Walcott.
Yeah, he had acceleration and pace. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay. Dribbling. You went Zidane dribbling, and in my head, I'd go someone who. It almost seemed like Zidane was a reluctant dribbler. Like he kind of like, I know I've still got.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go. I'm going past you. It didn't seem like he wanted to dribble. It seemed like he was just kind of a necessity.
Because you see dribbling as like a dribbling winger, don't you? That runs at someone.
I see Ronaldinho in this dribbling.
So I see it as like a. And I understand that, but my first instinct when you asked it was keeping the ball close control, dribbling. If someone comes up to you a couple of step overs and you just step round them, and so he might have been a bit reluctant to do it, but he did it very, very well.
I'd say a player who's just sprung to mind who would be a bit of a left field is Santi Cazorla. That guy could both-footed, dribble, just kind of really shift it, and lovely poise and balance. Yeah,
very true.
Finishing, Ruud van Nistelrooy. I think that's...
Anything to do with being a striker would generally be Ruud van Nistelrooy, is my answer.
Yeah. So. I mean, for finishing, I'd throw Harry Kane, kind of 2 years ago, Harry Kane in there. I feel like I don't know what Harry Kane is now.
I mean, like Thierry Henry.
Thierry Henry would have gone there for composure for me. I don't think... The problem I have with Thierry Henry, he didn't seem to have a lot of different finishes in his locker. He's got the open the body, bend it to the left-hand side of the keeper and to the bottom right. That's composure. He can compose to it, but finishing, I don't think he has.
I don't know about that. I think he was.
I mean, he in the pure volume of goals he scored, he's going to have different finishes. But there's so many with the one style that I feel like
so what about like Alan Shearer for a finisher?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, that's got to be in there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You went for again. This was very much flooded with attacking players. This is your one defensive player you've got in the list. You've got Vidic as your header.
Do you know what it is? It is my one defensive player, but I pictured him at corners, attacking corners.
I'd be tempted to go John Terry here. John Terry was just
Vidic would be Terry, yeah. Vidic would batter him. It would absolutely batter him. He'd win the header and take him out.
Would Virgil van Dijk beat him?
What, John Terry or Vidic?
No, Vidic.
No, Vidic is the best centre-back I think the league's had. One of the best centre-backs the league has had.
Oh, he's backtracking straight away.
One of the best centre-backs the league has had, Vidic. Absolutely monster. Incredible defender.
Do you know what? I don't have that much appreciation for him. I obviously appreciate he was very good, but I don't think he'd ever enter my best 11 conversations.
Oh, definitely would for me as a centre-back.
Free kicks you choose on kind of the original kind of knuckle baller, kind of you different technique, Juninho Pernambucano.
I also was a little bit obsessed with him.
Yeah.
So
that Leon side was he was very good. I suppose you didn't go. I thought you'd gone Beckham. You'd already mentioned Beckham.
Yeah, Beckham could be in there. I think. I don't know. Yeah, Beckham had a very consistent way of scoring free kicks, which was great, and he was very good at them. Juninho Pernambucano scored them from everywhere.
That's the thing. That's a similar thing. I'm going down the Henry route. Like Beckham, you would almost go, "Oh, it's not his side of the pitch. It's not. He's got the." And same with his crosses. He has got the whipped cross nailed, but there isn't the variation in his ability there. I
can understand that. Just for those people who don't know Juninho Pernambucano, he isn't the Juninho that played for Middlesbrough. Go on
Juninho
YouTube.
Paulista.
Yeah, go on YouTube and watch a highlight reel of Juninho Pernambucano, and you will be.
Or if you're struggling to
stunned.
search about Juninho Lyon, Lyon, as in he played for Lyon.
Yeah, but he's hit some wonderful free kicks at Sao Paulo. Trust me.
Oh, but that will just unleash his.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
search that, then you'll be like, okay, that's how I spell that, rather than us trying to tell you how to spell Pernambucano.
Pernambacano. Pernambucano. Exactly how it sounds.
Okay, this is one where I'm not sure I agree with you, Dave. Long shots.
Yeah, Zlatan.
Yeah.
He's just deadly from anywhere, and he's got a wonderful long shot at him. I never really appreciated it until I saw him at United. His long shots, really, really good. I mean, De Bruyne, very good.
Yeah.
But I think with the way Ibrahimovic hits them, they're incredible. He did a bicycle kick from long range as well that went in. So
Well, we're winning against England, yeah.
yeah. So yeah, I don't know who else is up there for you then for long shots. And this is what I meant before from long shots, is that I consider it as long shots that go in and like make the goalkeeper do something. Because you can have someone that's really like Xhaka is technically very good at shooting from long range, but his ratio to shots to goals isn't brilliant.
I mean, before he moved to United, I always had the impression that Pogba was very good.
Yeah.
Through his season at Spurs, and then since Gareth Bale has definitely got the.
Yes, I can agree with that one. Yeah, Gareth Bale.
I think Tony Cruz has obviously it's very controlled, his efforts outside the box, very controlled, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say that's the problem with long shots, is there's such a different way of doing them. So many different things can be classed as a long shot.
No, I agree.
So, yeah. When we're talking about finishers and goal scorers and composure and stuff like that, what would you say, like, Shevchenko's biggest trait or best trait was? Because
it was composure for me, I think.
He was a world-class striker, but he's never mentioned in
It's not, is he?
Having a standout
I remember before he moved to Chelsea, I was like, this guy is going to set all the goal scoring records, and I kept harping on about it, and man, was I proved wrong.
But I was just interested. Yeah, I was interested about Shevchenko. So he's sort of forgotten, isn't he, because of that Chelsea spell?
He is, yeah. It does definitely tarnished him. Do you fancy going for Edison for long shots? I imagine I've not seen them, but I imagine they would be the longest of long shots.
Yeah, true.
Pace, we'll quickly touch. We'll wrap through these. Then pace, we've gone Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, what about pace for someone who hasn't got acceleration, but we've got a lot of pace? Like, it'll be often centre backs are talked about with this, aren't they? Like
Van Dijk.
Yeah, Van Dijk.
I think it's hard to judge centre backs because I'd say they actually have better acceleration than pace.
Centre backs have better acceleration than pace.
Yeah, because they don't. They accelerate quickly to their top speed, which generally isn't that quick.
I'd say wingers have got better acceleration.
I don't know, Josh. When you think about it, I don't think you're right. I definitely think
I'm right because just look at the physique of a man, right? So you've got a centre back who is typically 6 foot plus.
Acceleration is the speed, the time it takes you to get to your top velocity.
Absolutely, yeah. Which means that they have got more to shift in a short amount of time, so therefore they're going to be slow, but they've got the power there to be fast over long distance. Whereas someone who's small and physically more nimble, they can get to that top speed quicker because they're like I think of it as a small bird.
No, but the winger's top speed is higher.
I would say
a winger's top speed will be much higher, so their acceleration will be.
No, I don't think so.
I
think if you were to have a 100-meter race.
Yeah, but that's not acceleration.
No, that's what I'm saying. This is we're on pace, Dave. So I'd say that if you had a 20-meter race, you'd have wingers winning all of it. If you had a 100-meter, 80-meter race, I think the defenders the centre backs would be much closer, maybe even win it over the longer distance.
No, bollocks.
There's another thing to chuck out to the listeners.
Yeah. Over a 100-meter sprint.
Shit.
Over a 100-meter sprint, you're saying that centre backs will be closer to wingers than over a shorter space?
Yes, because acceleration of the wingers is far superior to that of centre backs.
No, I think over a shorter period, over a shorter distance, the field will be much closer
because they're not having a chance to pull away as much.
Yeah,
I would say no. I I can understand where you're coming from, but unfortunately, you completely misunderstood. And
Well, I haven't. I'm a scientist and engineer, Josh. This is I've had to do all of this shit. I'm telling
an accountant. I know numbers. Oh,
Yeah. But it's the definition of acceleration.
Yeah, but if I think the top speed of a centre back is higher over a long distance, they would encroach on a gain on the.
Yeah, but your top speed doesn't increase the longer the distance.
No, but the distance you travel over a period of time would be high, wouldn't it? But
that's not acceleration.
Yes, but we're talking pace, man, pace. Overall, how quickly they can run 100 metres. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if a centre back's got a higher top speed than a winger, yes, the winger will get away quickly, but the centre back reaches his top speed, say a few seconds later, but will be gaining on him that time.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Penalties. You've gone rogue here, Dave. Miles Jedinak.
Yeah. Literally, he was in my mind from the club captain's question.
Kane, Letizia, Shearer, no, none of them. Ronaldo. Actually, Ronaldo and Messi are a bit funny ones, actually, because they're not actually... Messi especially is not got the greatest penalty record.
If I went again, probably Shearer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jedinak was there because he was in my mind when I was thinking about the questions asked before. I'd probably go Shearer.
Okay.
Because I don't really remember. Letizia is obviously an obvious one, but I don't remember him.
Oh, and I can't help but feel that with the dross, the kind of level of it. Sorry, Southampton. The level of Southampton, they're not exactly. He wasn't exactly taking. I'm going to be harsh here. Taking big penalties, maybe taking a penalty to make it 2-1 instead of 2-0 to the opposition side.
Yeah.
I don't know. It annoyed me over the past few weeks with his. I've actually unfollowed him on social media because he's just an idiot.
Oh.
So yeah, have that Letizia.
Cutting.
Tits. Yeah. Okay. Shot power. John Arneris. Good shout here, Dave. John Arneris. Obviously, we can go through some left backs here. I mean, Roberto Carlos. You go for some power.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Other left backs. Ian Hart.
Ian Hart, I put over in free kicks,
Yeah,
Dave. Ian Hart had a lovely free, but not power. It's more of a caress, wasn't it? Same with Leighton Baines. Nice free kick, but not power driven.
Yeah, very true. Are we sticking with left backs, or can we name other positions?
No, you can name anywhere.
Alan Shearer.
Yeah, he did. Wayne Rooney.
Wayne Rooney. Yeah.
Wayne Rooney's not been mentioned at all as yet. This is his first mention.
Yeah, he never had a standout.
Because he could be in the top 10 for all of these, but maybe not in the top 1, 2 for any of them.
I very much agree with that. Yeah, apart from
he could even be in there for slide and tackle.
Yeah, very true.
Loved it.
Really, who kicks a ball really hard?
Julian Dix,
Van Dijk, Stuart Pearce. Yeah. God.
Left footers love it. All right. Slide and tackle. You went John Terry. We've disagreed about this already. This is our most disagreement we've ever had on the podcast, Dave. I
know. That's what happens when there's no football to actually talk about. Our opinions come out, Josh, and
oh my god,
we realise how different we are. Yeah, John Terry. Yeah, I'll agree. I'll stick with that. No, I think I already changed it to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, didn't I?
Wan-Bissaka, yeah, he did love a slide. I mean, no, I can't do it. I was going to mention a Spurs player, but he slides in all the time. He's not good at them. I was going to think Serge Aurier slides in all the time. No, just bad. Stamina. Park Ji-sung. Yes, he did cover a lot of ground. From Spurs players recently, Dele Alli always up there, and Christian Eriksen run a lot. But yeah, Park seems to just. I mean, Gareth Bale actually. Gareth Bale just used to sprint everywhere. That was quite a
but I don't think I've ever seen someone run as much as Park Ji-sung and then just not look tired. Like
it's always impressive after football matches when after we sort of get interviewed. They're kind of a little bit out of breath, but I would honestly,
you'd be dead.
You would not get if you interviewed me after, say when we played like six side the other a few months back. You interviewed me after a match, I'd be red faced and going
wheezing through your answers. Yeah. N'Golo Kante, he's got an engine on him.
Yeah, that's a good shout actually.
An engine on him, yeah. So, but no, I think Park Ji. As soon as you mention stamina and like the Premier League, Park Ji-sung is in a different class, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Strength. You went with a cheat answer, Akinfenwa, to begin with. then you rejigged it to be, and were kind of prompted by me, but the Ibrahimovic is your
Yeah, he was always up there for me with strength. But then Akinfenwa came to mind, so I'm trying to think who else there is in.
Yeah, who holds people off, and I mean Lukaku would probably be up there. You thought?
Yeah, Lukaku was very strong. I'm trying to think of centre backs as well. Like Vidic was strong, but
oh god, here we go again.
Yaya Toure.
Oh, that's a great shout, Dave. Honestly, him tearing through. Actually, I'm going to put Moussa Dembele in here as well.
Yeah.
He was not kind of the kind of aerial combat, but that guy's thighs. I watched a few highlights of him the other night. It made me feel a little bit happy and sad at the same time because he was just something else.
Yeah,
really was. Okay, we'll then move on to Vision. Iniesta. Is that kind of playing in the hole at number 10? That's where you need the vision, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
That's where you've gone for it. Yeah, I agree with that.
I think there's a lot of people you could probably put to say the best.
Yeah, I mean Messi. This is kind of one of his house as well. I'd be tempted to put him in.
Pirlo,
yeah.
There's a lot of players you could put in there. Yeah. So.
Okay. And then volleys. We touched on this at the time. You went Van Basten and also Peter Crouch for the kind of more left field option.
And Paul Scholes.
And Paul Scholes, yeah. And again, this is a trait. Sometimes you see teams kind of working free kicks, and they have a guy loose on the edge of the area, and it's where they've kind of gone. This guy is okay at volleys. We'll put him on the edge of the area, but people won't suspect it, or they put their best volleyer on there. Because Spurs have put like Ben Davies on the edge of the box sometimes, where it's just like fortuitous. But you do wonder sometimes. It's a different technique. Some people may have practiced it more in their younger careers and stuff, but
yeah.
It's a bit of an odd one. You can get some unique players in a volleying situation.
Yeah.
When you have some people like John O'Shea against West Ham, where he volleyed it across the pitch.
Volleyed it for a throw-in. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, that brings an end to that, Dave.
I'm enjoying these, Josh. I enjoy these quick-thinking questions. Anything that I can get Dennis Romadal mentioned in the podcast is always useful as well. So.
Yeah. His stint at Charlton.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, speaking of which,
I remember him more at Denmark than Charlton. But anyway, no countdown. I got a Wikifile. Here comes a Wikifile. I got a Wikifile for you. Hey, Josh, you got a Wikifile, mate. It might be really easy. Might be really easy.
Maybe. In 1994 to 1997, they were at the Busby Boys Club. Sounds dodgy. Matt Busby, I imagine, has got something to do with that. That's in Scotland. So 97 to 2000 at Queen's Park, and then 2000 2004 the youth side for Celtic. Managed to fulfil his childhood dream, becoming a Celtic regular for 6 years between 2004 and 2010. 185 appearances, 31 goals. Then moves to Spartak Moscow, 72 appearances, 11 goals. I was thinking that is an irregular move. Then he joins Everton, 3 years there, 32 appearances, 1 goal. But also has a couple of loan moves to Sheffield Wednesday, 13 appearances, 1 goal, and to Preston North End, 34 appearances, 8 goals. Because Dave's been watching Sunderland Till I Die, we see 84 appearances and 22 goals for Sunderland, down the leagues, and now is currently representing Charlton and has only appeared 3 times, scoring 0 goals. Now, this player, his time at Sunderland and his time, I want to say, I'm going to mess up. I think it's Ireland, isn't it? Was somewhat of a dribbling wizard, a bit of a maverick. Could do the old flip flap, could do all the tricks and bits.
He's got a bit of skill named after him, Josh.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is that the kind of a spin? Is there
his surname and then the spin. Yeah.
Yes. This is Aidan McGeady.
It is, and he does the McGeady spin. Yeah.
Was it just where he span before the ball?
No, he did a thing where I think it was the move where you put the foot, like, so if you're dribbling, imagine you're dribbling with the ball, and you put your right foot, the outside of your right foot on the ball, and then spin it backwards. So you flick it one way and spin round the other way. Like, it's weird. I'll tell you what, I'll Google it.
Yeah.
I'll look at it. and see what he looks like. So
yeah, so McGeady, I think he didn't really set the world light, and he was good at Celtic. It was kind of Celtic kind of glory days probably in the last few years with Brendan Rodgers, but Celtic had some good European nights, I think, in that time.
Yeah.
I would love to speak to him as to why Spartak Moscow was the option he took.
If you watch a video of it on YouTube, you'll understand exactly what I meant by putting your outside of the foot on it and doing it. Yeah, but anyway, Spartak Moscow was very strange. I would ask him that as well. So
yeah, and even now, he's gone Scotland, Russia, the northwest, the northeastish, north kind of Yorkshire and Sheffield. You've gone northwest Lancashire again, Preston. You got northeast with Sunderland. Then he's gone
London.
Well, he's probably not now. He's probably back wherever home is. I imagine somewhere near the north. I imagine.
North, yeah. But signed on loan for Charlton Athletic, who obviously knocked Sunderland or stopped Sunderland getting promoted. I think it was.
Oh, did they? Was that what it was?
Charlton Athletic beat
spoiler
Sunderland.
alert! Oh, yeah.
Well, that's common knowledge, Josh. That's not this. It's not.
Don't pretend I know what lower league football is.
Okay, all right. Okay, so why do you think I picked Aidan McGeady?
I imagine he became a transfer story in Sunderland till I died.
Incorrect. Try again. Why did you think I picked Aidan McGeady?
You like Irish wingers?
Nope. You've alluded to... Technically, you've already alluded in this podcast as to why I may pick Aidan McGeady. Right at the beginning of the podcast.
Right, is he a cat or a kitten?
Not that early. Slightly after that, yeah.
Slightly after that. We spoke about news. We spoke about...
What did we speak about? Just before the news and just after cats and kittens.
Oh, well, a lot's happened since then, mate. I am absolutely out of ideas.
What happened yesterday, Josh?
Oh, does he share your birthday with you?
We share the birthday and we share the age.
You're exactly
the same age as Aidan McGeady.
Oh,
and I'm going to put it out there. I look younger than him. He doesn't look 34.
He's always looked a little bit...
Yeah. It shocked me when I looked at him. Because I thought, Josh, I'd implement my birthday into this podcast today. Before you mentioned it. So I just Googled what footballers are born on the 4th of April. And up popped Aidan McGeady. I was like, that'll do, because he's played for Everton. I know he'll pass. Just 32 appearances in the Premier League.
I'd noticed that. Yeah. But he's played for... So obviously, Sheffield Wednesday, Sunderland, and Charlton were all Premier League clubs, but he has unfortunately not met them at the same time in his career. They were Premier League sides. I don't know why. There's probably a story there why he is represents Ireland as well, since he was born in Scotland, played in Scotland, and didn't actually want to feature for Scotland as his youth career in Ireland, which will probably tell some form of it. But I think. I don't think the physical aspect of his game was there. I think he was never he's not like, this is extreme, but Ronaldo obviously just puts himself there and just make sure he's physically on top of it. I feel Aidan McGeady kind of like, I'm quite skillful, I'm letting that
Which is weird, because when I picture Russia, I picture it needing a lot of physical strength.
Do you?
Like...
Get through the harsh winters.
Well, and to get through the battering defenders that are probably just going to try and take you out. But
the Ignashevich brothers.
Yeah. So, but there you go. Yeah, Aidan McGeady.
Aidan McGeady. It goes hand in hand for me with Sean Maloney. I feel like Sean Maloney is like a younger brother.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I do know what you mean. Yeah. So, okay. All
right.
Should we go back to the quiz?
Let's go back to the quiz. How have you been? Have you been successful in your finding answers, Dave? So I challenged Dave on a current season quiz. He has got 5 outstanding answers to give me. So these are the questions, and Dave will tackle them each time. So there have been 7 Manager of the Month awarded so far this season. Jurgen Klopp has 5. Who have the other 2? Do you have any answers for me, Dave?
You gave me a hint. They're both English.
Both English?
I've already tried Chris Wilder. That was a no.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Sean Dyche.
Correct.
Because he's English.
Yes. Yeah.
And Graham Potter.
Oh no! Think of who is the media's darling.
Oh, Frank Lampard.
Frank Lampard. Okay. 2 players outside of a traditional top 6 have won Player of the Month awards this season. Dave correctly answered Jamie Vardy. He has got outstanding. the August Player of the Month, who was a bit of a rogue choice. Started the season very well, scored a lot of goals. Who have you got, Dave?
Danny Ings?
No, it's a Norwich player.
Oh, Timo Pukki.
Timo Pukki.
Ah,
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Harvey Barnes and Musa Gineppo won the first 2 Goal of the Month awards this season, August and September. But which side did they both score against?
Now, I actually think it's someone I've mentioned a lot who you said didn't win any awards. Sheffield United.
Yes, I was thinking they've absolutely plundered for Sheffield United for questions 1 and 2, then dried up for question 3, unfortunately. Okay. Which goalkeeper has the most clean sheets this season with 11? We've just mentioned something to do with their club, and do not go for Tim Krul. But in one of the other answers you've given, you've mentioned the club that this player plays for.
Oh, okay. Nick Pope?
Nick Pope, 11 clean sheets so far this season.
Okay.
Yeah, check him out. And the final one, Dave's already got half of this. 2 of the 20 captains in the club captaincies in the Premier League aren't European. Dave has already correctly named Aubameyang, who is the other captain of a Premier League side who's not European.
Really struggling with this.
This player, I'd say, has got poor acceleration but great top speed.
Oh, bloody hell. So in your mind, that would make him a centre-back?
Yes.
Who is Newcastle's club captain? Is it not this player?
I want to say Jamal Lascelles off the top of my head.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
Who is English?
Club captain, centre-back, non-EU.
Maybe. I think he was also named in last week or week before's podcast as one of the top 10 captains of all time.
Oh my god. I am flummoxed here.
His middle name is Nathan. What on earth? His youth career? Oh, it's in Nottingham. There's a club called youth career was Notts County and Dunkirk.
All right.
Like that. That Dunkirk.
I think I'm. Wes Morgan.
Wesley.
Wesley.
Nathan Morgan. Wesley. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
what put me off is when
Jamaica.
Harry Redknapp said he should have been called up for England.
Harry Redknapp will say a lot of things that put people off.
Yeah. So, why did I not get that straight away? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice, Dave.
Good quiz. Tough.
Good quiz.
Yeah.
Talking of quizzes.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say on the quiz front?
Oh, yeah, on the quiz front. Next week. Next week will be a very different podcast than normal. I think that's a fair way to describe it, Josh, don't you?
Yeah, I'll be getting drunk at 3 p.m. on a Saturday, Dave. That's why
So basically, the lack of football has driven Josh and I to go to a drinking-infused podcast where there's just going to be... We haven't quite decided the format, but it's going to be a football quiz drinking game live on air. Head to head. Hopefully with webcams, if we can get it sorted so it's recorded properly, and it will go on. So YouTube, should be very entertaining. But there will be live drinking on stream. And have we said we've got to do a certain drink each before we even start to encourage the intoxication?
Yeah, I think there needs to be a certain level of intoxication. Otherwise, me taking 6 sips of a can of dark fruits isn't going to make this that interesting. So I'm probably going to... We'll have a little chat to begin with.
6 sips? You're very confident, mate. You haven't seen the questions I'm eyeing up for you yet. So
we've got to iron out the rules. If anyone has any thoughts on any rules we can play for this drinking game,
let us know. Yeah.
Dave versus Josh, drinking, quizzing, drizzing. Yeah. But yes, we're gonna probably stick to a lager cider drink because shorts will just... I mean, I've still got to do some parenting after this quiz.
Yeah, it is worth noting that it will be done at about 10 o'clock my time and 3 o'clock Josh's time. So I'll be great. I can just get hammered and go to bed.
Yeah.
But it will be a special Easter celebratory pub quiz drinking podcast.
Yes.
And now I say that,
Josh,
as well. I think it's going to be carnage. So
yes,
it'll be great. It'll be great fun. Maybe I should start drinking at 3 to even it out.
Yes, exactly. And I'll start drinking at 10 p.m. the night before.
Yeah. But yes, if you have, obviously a few people follow Football Talk the podcast and Josh and myself on Twitter. So if you have special questions that you think would flummox the other person, then please DM the individual who you would like to ask that question. I think the initial idea we've had, Josh, wasn't it, was that we'd go for a sort of question of sport, home and away idea.
Yeah. And I'm thinking we'll broaden this to be some form of general knowledge as well. But we'll tweet out during the week kind of what we're finalised plans, be it rounds. We'll have the same. I think we're thinking about the same kind of topics for rounds, and then we'll to keep it somewhat fair, rather than me choosing kind of like the Tajikistan current season or something like that, and Dave'd be like, "Oh my goodness." Maybe we can give each other the topics, so we can do a bit of research.
Okay. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I like the fact we're deciding this live on air.
Yeah. Why not?
All right. Yeah. Good. I'm very excited. So.
Excellent.
Are we doing it on a Saturday or a Sunday?
We'll go Saturday because the Sunday will actually be with kids and Easter egg hunt. So we'll do Saturday or Friday.
I don't get the Monday off, so
you don't get the Friday off either.
I get the Friday off. Yeah. So we could do Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, could do Friday. Yeah.
Well, let me know. We'll work around your schedule. We don't have to discuss this live on air.
No, it probably isn't necessary actually, Dave.
Thank you very much for listening, everybody. It's been a very odd podcast. I mean, it started great. This podcast. It's descended into a bit of chaos, but thank you so much for listening. You can find us on lots of other social medias, such as the aforementioned Twitter, where you can find us at Football Talk. But remember,
there's no A in football.
There's no A in football, indeed. You can find us on SoundCloud and YouTube and Spotify by just searching for Football Talk, the podcast. Get in touch, and we'll be back in touch with you. And we'll see you next week for the absolute chaos of a drinking pub quiz done live on air between two continents. See you then. Cheers.